Hey YouTubers, this is the Hankster here, and I was planning to do my review of Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Of course, I am still going to do that, but because of the current circumstances, I thought I'd do this this particular video. If you ever noticed in celebrity or even in world news in general, whenever a well-known person dies, usually it's followed close by with two other celebrity deaths, and this current circumstance is no different. A few days ago, former co-host of The Tonight Show, Ed McMahon, had passed away. Just last night, former Charlie's Angels star Farrah Fawcett died. And just an hour before I made this video, pop singer Michael Jackson passed away. And it's not just the similarities is not just because they died so close together. They've also been going through a lot of bad points in their lives. Ed McMahon, of course, was going through a lot of financial problems. He almost lost his house. If it wasn't for Donald Trump buying it for him, he'd probably been homeless. Farrah Fawcett, of course, was struggling with rectal cancer. And of course, Michael Jackson, probably the worst of all, with all the accusations about child molestation, and of course losing his home in Neverland Ranch. And of course, he was even trying to start a comeback tour later this year. So that's one similarity. Another similarity is, of course, they basically got famous in the 60s and 70s and the early 80s with their works. Ed McMahon was the co-host during the high point of the Tonight Show era, with Johnny Carson as the host. Currently have Jay Leno, who's about to step down, and that idiot from the show that comes after him. I'll talk about that in another rant. But Ed McMahon basically was synonymous with being a co-host. He was basically the perfect model of being a co-host. I never really watched the Tonight Show, but of course he was famous for being a co-host. And of course, when the Tonight Show, when the host changed in the Tonight Show, and he of course went on to do other shows. He of course was the host of a talent show, which was sort of an 80s version of American Idol in a sense. He of course starred in numerous television commercials. Even more recently with Selling Gold. Farrah Fawcett, of course, got famous in the late 70s with being one of the first Charlie's Angels. She also was famous for being married to the Bionic Man, Lee Majors. After prematurely leaving the series, however, when just as the show was getting to be the big thing, her career kind of took a nosedive. Even though she starred in numerous, mostly a lot of television movies and all, she has never really regained the fame she had at the time when she was a Charlie's Angel. Even when she posed nude in Playboy back in the late 90s. But most of the news about her is about her, her relationships, or of course her bout with rectal cancer. And of course, Michael Jackson was basically a phenomenon through almost all of his life. He of course was part of the Jackson 5 and gained fame as the lead singer of that group. And of course went on in the 1980s to be synonymous not just for being a solo artist, but also with music videos. He of course made the first normally a music video would be like, what, 4 minutes. He made very long music videos, Thriller and Bad, and I think a few others were longer than 4 minutes. Usually, I think Thriller was almost 10 minutes, and Bad was 8 minutes, I believe. started trying to bring the sort of a mini movie element to music videos, mostly throughout the 80s and in the early 90s. Each of these celebrities, of course, touched many people during their lives, and of course, in one way or another, they're going to be greatly missed, especially Michael Jackson. But I just want to make one complaint. When NBC News finished their special broadcast, they showed Thriller. Now, I think it's a little bit too soon to show Thriller clips just shortly after he died, because what's in the Thriller video? Zombies, dead people. No, I don't. I think it's a little bit too soon, to show the Thriller video. So, I think we should just cool off and show him the Thriller. I mean, I don't mind talking about the song or talking about the album, but any reference to the video, being a zombie video and a Living Dead video, I think it's it's too soon to try to show that. Show it at this time. Give it at least maybe a month or so before I eat my underwear. What's that idiot doing? And Al Sharpton try to gain some camera time.